Hey everybody, this is Crazy with Crazy Gaming, and we are doing a first look in a small play series on this game depending on how well it is received. This is Hogwarts Legacy. Now this is a big game that just came out on Steam. It was released on the 7th for people that purchased the Deluxe edition and will be released to people who didn't pre-purchase on the 10th, which will be Friday. Now, I got this key for free, and so I'm in the agreement that I would do at least 3 episodes of this, and so we will be doing a minimum of 3 episodes of this. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Maybe some of you won't. Maybe it's just not anything you're interested in or whatever. Just let me know in the comments. Also, by the number of views we get, we'll also decide whether we would continue and make a full-on playlist of this game. That being said, I did create a character and on the day that it was released, and I did spend some time in the game. I leveled up to level 7, and I did that so that I could see kind of how the flow of the game was, and so I'd have some idea of how to present the video. Now, this game in the beginning is dialogue heavy, big time. After I've made the video today, and when I get ready to edit it before I upload it to the YouTube channel, I will look at editing out some of this stuff possibly, so be aware of that. I will try to keep it in its entirety so that as much of it as original as possible, so you kind of get an idea what to expect. There may be some parts that I may delete just for time. I don't know yet. We'll see where that comes. So I'm going to build a character for this showcase now. Okay, so we're receiving our acceptance letter from Hogwarts. You can pause the game to read that if you want. This is a character creation. I'm just going to create kind of a generic character. I'm not going to really spend a lot of time on it or whatever. We'll do this guy here. Not going to really change much on him. Pretty much leave him the same. So we have to have a name for him. I'm going to call it Crazy Gaming. I'm a guy, so of course I'm going to make a wizard. Nothing against female characters. Now you can, I just wanted to show you this. You can adjust the voice on this.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
And I get
wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
This makes the pitch lower when you bring it back this way.
Something. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
This one is for female voices. I'm going to play the game on easy, not because I played my normal character on normal, but I'm going to do easy. And you can change this at any time in the game as you go along, and we may raise this back up to normal once we get to all the dialogue and stuff. I'm putting it on easy so that we can sort of squeeze through this long prologue as quickly as possible. And that being said, let's start the journey.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Now I'm going to skip through a bunch of this dialogue because it's really, it takes up a lot of time. And it may be interesting to some people, and if you decide you like the game enough to buy a copy, then you will be able to sit through that and figure out about that. Basically, I was just going over what he's been doing with this guy. He's kind of been training him a little bit. He's going to be what's called a 5th year at Hogwarts. He's never been there yet, and because of his age, they're going to start him off as a 5th year. Well, this guy was teaching him some spells and stuff, so he'd have something to fall back on when he gets to the school. A friend joined them from the ministry, and they all three are in the buggy, and they're heading towards Hogwarts.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
We'll let this spell out so you can kind of see what's going on.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical...
The graphics in this are pretty awesome, though. I will give them that.
If I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar,
Excuse me.
who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly. To keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We did.
And there goes their friend. So much for their little trip to Hogwarts.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
I'm playing this on keyboard, but you can play this on... You can use a controller for this.
Poor George. I can't believe he...
Most of the people that play
What the
this
hell
play
got
this
into
with
that
the
damn thing. Attacking a
that
carriage
I've seen
mid-air?
have been using
A typical dragon would never.
controllers. I have a controller, and I tried it with the controller yesterday. I don't really care for the controller,
I'm not sure.
so I am doing keyboard and
That
mouse.
key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
The details here are pretty nice. The graphics, like I say, are really good. Though I am running a RTX 380. And all my settings are all on.
How far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either.
Anyways, all my settings are on the highest settings that were set by the game.
Portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to.
Those settings are set by the game when you first start. It actually looks at your computer and then makes the settings accordingly.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
I went ahead and left the settings the way the game set them because I didn't have any problems with it.
Mind your step.
Where do you suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching
Gameplay
for
is
evidence of a
very
long
smooth.
form of ancient magic.
I don't feel any heaviness or
Ancient magic.
stutter.
A powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time.
For a game that's graphic heavy as this one is, it's pretty nice.
Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center. Excellent!
Because you can use your camera to select an active target.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected. Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
Ah, up there. We're close now. It's just ahead.
I can feel the wind trying to push me to the left.
Yourself.
I'm actually holding down my
Repair.
D key to keep from going to the edge there or being blown off.
Almost there.
Now, I'm just doing this just to do it, to get comfortable with the mechanics.
Someone have built this here.
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
View map shows your surroundings with you in the middle. This yellow marker is your current objective. Hold V to toggle quest objective details. I'm going to investigate the
Professor,
statue.
This statue.
This may have been his home.
I only did that because kind of a way to show that there's other things besides the quest drawing you can look at.
It's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
As you can see, our quest is objective has changed. It's moved. We're gonna run up around here. Head this way. Wait a second. Looks like I saw something on the ground here. There's something growing over here. Oh, it's just the color of the rocks.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
So I kind of like to look around to see if there's items or whatever that we can mess with before I click on the guy. That's the railings. Alright, so we'll go ahead and talk to the guy.
Hello?
It can't be. Just a moment. Oh. Where are we here? Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then. Stay close. After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
Now, all of this is the prologue, the actual start of the game. But you can skip sections of it, I believe.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years.
But as you can see,
That time,
dialogue
no one
heavy.
visited Vault 12 until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you might...
The instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Okay, so this is how you learn the charms. Now, these spots that show the space key, I've got to hit that as I go by it. So I'm going to push forward. And that's how you learn each of the charms, and it'll become more difficult as you go along. So it wants me to cross,
Revelio.
so I hit R and it...
There. I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way. Lumos. This is no ordinary vault.
Revelio.
I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
I'm doing the Revelio to highlight any items or chests or anything that might be in there.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
After entering the vault, we quickly realized it was empty. I saw the glowing symbol on the hidden floor. The same symbol from the port key container. When we tried to open the door, we suddenly found ourselves transported to a vast expanse of darkness. We believe they're still in Gringotts. We're still in Gringotts, but this is certainly no ordinary vault.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Now we've earned another spell. The number one is to cast Lumos.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection's turning towards me. It does follow the light.
That can't be good.
Look out!
Protego!
Accio! Defendo! Levioso! Deposa! Exposo! Deposa!
Stupefy! Protego!
Confringo! Levioso! Descendo!
Stupefy!
Descendo! Confringo!
Protego!
Stay close!
Lumos. Professor!
Oh,
Professor
great.
Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go?
Ah,
What's happening?
now we got a chest.
The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
As you can see in the top right, I got some money for that. Maybe you can't. I don't know if the game allows that. I got 41 gold out of that chest.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
There's another chest.
Revelio. Lumos.
50 gold in that one. So I see these little things are kind of leading me.
Revelio.
There's another chest way down there.
Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again. Lumos.
Some more gold. Alright, so we'll come back here. Investigate. Like there's 3 of them this time.
Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here. Protego, stupefy.
Hold Q during Protego to stun enemies with Stupefy, counterattack. We've been doing that.
Protego, stupefy. 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 Protego. Stupefy. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Like we're not going to get any more chests.
Lumos.
So it's an interesting game so far.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, And if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise.
So we're going to skip through that. The goblins came in, and basically
Are you all right?
there was 2 or 3 of them, and they
I've
were
never
trying to
seen so
kill
powerful
them.
a goblin.
And he revealed this doorway, and they went
Wholly
through it.
unaffected by my magic.
That's the basics of it.
Where are we?
As you can see,
Can't be.
this is a long-winded
It
prologue.
seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here.
This is more about lore and storyline to set up what's
We
coming.
have a sorting ceremony to get to.
I'm guessing this is the Dark Forest. There's the Hogwarts Express. And there's Hogwarts. Obviously from the lakeside. And this is where the actual game will begin. Now, in the beginning of the game, it's also dialogue heavy. Well, you kind of get straightened out about how everything works and what you're going to do and where you're going to go and so on and so forth. Now, this takes place 100 years before the movies. So there's no Harry Potter here. There's no Dumbledore here. But there are characters in here that are related to characters from the Harry Potter movies. And yes, I've seen all the Harry Potter movies. I have grandkids, and then my wife really loved the movies. She read a lot of the books. And I have to admit, I enjoyed the movies as well. They were fun.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock.
Ranrock is
I ask that
the
you keep all that's
goblin.
happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas Nigellus Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Those of you who know the stories of Hogwarts
Nice
and
of you to join us.
Harry
The
Potter,
sorting ceremony is over.
his uncle,
Complications.
Sirius Black, is related to this guy.
The goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Weasley is a familiar name in the Harry Potter movies,
Welcome. You're just in time.
and she is a
Have
relation.
seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. Oh, but you're brave at heart, exceptionally daring, undaunted by the unknown, willing to forge ahead alone when you must. Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor.
So they put me in Gryffindor, but you can change houses if you like. Gryffindor, of course, is where Harry Potter and his buddy Weasley and all them were.
Be Gryffindor!
And not everybody goes to Gryffindor. It depends, I think, on how you ask the questions and so on and so forth.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
So there's no Quidditch in this game right now, but they say they're going to bring it in a later patch.
Flying altogether, but don't tempt me.
And
You
it's
are here to focus on your academic futures.
as of now, the game is single player only, but they do have plans for multiplayer in the future.
I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
I guess they've been working on this game for like 6 years,
Quite.
and they needed to get some sort of revenue from it, so
Professor Weasley,
they released
would you
it
be so
in
kind as to show
single
our new student to
player
their
format
I
for
shall
that
sit
reason.
with sir.
They've
As I was
spent
saying,
a lot of time on development, and they've done a really good job, I think.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
as deputy headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to
Like I
your
say, the graphics on this are awesome.
right this way.
They did a really good job. The detail and stuff here is just amazing.
It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. This should be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted.
You were a Gryffindor.
I am a Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password?
The password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Okay, so now we are going to be able to pick and choose kind of what goes on with us. And as you can see on the mini map, it's given me a direction to go, and we are in purple, so we're going to go ahead and go up this. Is it up the
Which
stairs?
way is the common room?
I'm trying to remember. I think we have to go down the stairs first. We have to go back up. Hitting shift will make you run. Yeah, this is where we go. Run down the stairs. As you can see, the pictures all move and stuff. And there's a chest, but I can't unlock it yet.
Revelio.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
This is a ash flu or whatever it's called. It's going to be a fast travel system that you'll be able to use. This is where we want to go.
They're lucky they didn't end up as Dragonfleet, like that poor man from the Nelly will do anything for attention.
There's a lot of things here you can interact with. You see a little water dot above it, you can interact with it. We had an apple. We can play the music player over here. And then, of course, there is the globe here.
First day.
Maybe not.
Nelly will do anything for attention.
It's this one.
Bravery runs in my family. I've never even cried.
Another chest. Can't use that yet.
Possibly a bit of crying, but no tears.
We're going to go over and meet with this guy first.
Every year.
I would really like someone to try it. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Now you can go through all these questions. Like if I start here.
Must be able to get away with anything.
The opposite, actually. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there. Based on some reactions, it may need a bit more work.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
So now you can opt out avoiding all that conversation if you just pick nice to meet you and then you can move on.
Shame you weren't born with wings.
Anything for
I'm sure
attention.
you'd use them. Oh, what did I do wrong this time? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did a study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Now once you get locked into the conversation with somebody, you cannot skip through it, so...
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
That's his exit.
It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
That girl thinks she can get away with anything.
You weren't born with wings, Nellie. I'm sure you'd use them.
Do you think they'd actually bring in a Dementor for defense against the dark arts? What better way to learn, I say?
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
Now I can out instead of asking any of these questions, which I'm going to
sure
do.
I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Suppose in all fairness, one should be prepared for him.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Revelio.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up! Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Okay, so this portrait depicts the wizard Barufio, famed for his Ryan elixir, and is an example of what happens when incantations are improperly spoken. He once said S instead of F and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. So this escape opens the book, and you can see what's going on by the exclamation points at the bottom. Like here we got a piece of gear. This tells us about challenges. And it looks like we've completed one. Rewards will be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back and soften the words you have unlocked. I'm going to open it back up so we can actually look and see what we got. Looks like we got some gloves. We'll put those on. And we have gloves. Looks like we have some glasses. But they don't serve any purpose. We'll just wear them just for the heck of it. We got a hat. And we got a scarf. Looks like we have the robe. We already had it on. And it looks like we got a vest, which we already have on. And that's it. And down here we have a collection. And that's the picture we just did, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And then here we have field guide, the pages. And we need another one to get whatever reward we're going to get.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
There is a chest.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
It gave us 37 more gold.
Revelio.
There's another port here.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Central Hall is... Central Hall is where Gryffindor Common Room is. Back of the tower, the clock yard, clock tower yard, hospital wing, and Hogwarts South exits. Professor Weasley has unlocked the Central Hall flue flames for you. Use A and D to rotate the map. And fast travel to Central Hall flue flames. It should be there waiting for us, I believe.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
At least you didn't do all that first.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
So she's trying to get us to talk, but we're not supposed to tell her anything.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you.
As you can see, the beginning
Invaluable to me.
of the game is very dialogue heavy.
Update on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
The dialogue is a part of this game, and it does continue throughout, but just not as heavy as it is right
about
now.
those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okay, so it wants to talk to Professor Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okay, so if I hit J, it opens up to that page. It is now tracked. Now I'm going to escape out of the book. You can track available quests from the map help. Open now. It's telling me to open it again. This represents the main quest. Completing main quest will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spell and or level requirements. In these cases, you will need to be required to be the required level and or have the required spell activated to activate the quest. These spells can be earned by completing professor's assignments, which look like a scroll in a triangle or in a box, whatever that is, and or as quest rewards. Track the quest with the left click. Do the charms class first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okay, so now we have a quest. It says challenge completed. Charmed compass unlocked. And we got 260 XP. We completed this chest, or this quest. We only need one more, and we'll get legendary gloves. We want to do that. And then Charm class is what we have highlighted, and we're going to learn a CO in it, whatever that is. Okay, so if I hit V, it brings up what my assignment is and where I'm going. So this castle is enormous. I made you use the charmed compass V in the field to help me find my way. So what that did is it gives me this little glowing path to follow. I can run a lot faster with it. Now, what we're going to want to do in the future is use our Revelio and find other things we can do outside like we did with that picture. Cool thing is you don't have to worry about opening or closing doors here. It happens automatic. When you step up to a doorway, it opens. And when you pass through it, it closes behind you. And so we just discovered another flue flame. You can hear somebody's got a question back there or whatever. But we went by him.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Then into these circles, press F, and it starts the quest.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
SEO we're going to learn. And this is all spacebar is done.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
So we'll go ahead and complete these first 2 quests for today, and then we'll call it a day. It'll give you an idea of kind of about what's going on with the game.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as excellent control there.
Ah, shoot.
Happens to the best of us. Splendid! That's it!
Hey, got a 50.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this. Phew.
Accio.
Excellent.
Watch this. There we go. Well done. Be sharp.
So I can't catch her.
Accio.
Very good. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go! That is how it's done.
Accio.
Stay focused.
Yeah, I suck at this.
Let us see this. There we go. Do not think I
Akio.
will start going easy on you now. Quite impressive.
Well, there you go. I dropped one off the edge.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
That was Charms class, and we got Akio as the
Class is dismissed. Gather your
spell
things
we
on the way
learned.
out.
Charm or whatever.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Akio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Akio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
Okay, so this guy is going to talk to us, I think, about giving us extra assignments so that we can catch up. Then we'll do the dark arts class. And that's probably going to run us out of time once we get to there. Otherwise, this video is going to run really long.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Okay, so that's going to complete that quest. We leveled up to level 2.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Alright, so new quest available. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to go to quests. Advance against the dark arts. We're going to learn Levioso there. And we have something underneath here. Quests. So now we can get the legendary gloves, which I think is going to give us points. So we'll go to gear. We'll go to gloves. And they're not here. I don't know why we didn't get those. And maybe that's a fluke in the game. Yeah, we should have received those. Pretty sure. Let's see some. Okay, so cosmetic alteration applied to gear via the change appearance option in the gear menu. Appearances in this are listed in this list are rewards for special accomplishments such as challenging quests. So if we go in the gear and we go to the change appearance, I don't see it. Change appearance option. Maybe it's because we didn't come in here through the book. Yep, not sure how to do that. Okay, anyhow, so we're going to hit V. This is going to show us which way to go. And it's quite a long trip, I think, over to the Dark Arts area. When you go by these things, they lift their legs or move.
Is that all you've got? Yeah.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
As you can see, the track that I have to take now is a little different than what it's been. Now we have Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember.
Levioso.
Good. Now, well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso basic cast. And Protego, you may begin.
Leviosa, good form. I know. This can't be your first duel. Protego, let's just say I'm a...
All of my students with us today.
Stupefying.
I do enjoy lively.
Leviosa.
Watch your opponent for signs to attack or defend yourself.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
And that's going to
That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
complete this class. And we will be talking to this guy tomorrow.
Always thought Leviosa was for first years. Not anymore.
We'll be talking to this guy here in the next episode, and he will lead us on to where we need to go. And so until then, we'll see you in the next episode. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the game so far. And hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, let me know what you didn't like about it. This is not our normal kind of genre that we do, but I thought it'd be interesting. And I hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, this is Crazy with Crazy Gaming. Take care and bye for now.